Dative is back at it here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 10 episode reaction video. But before I continue with that, it's extremely important if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead that you take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll put in the description for you. If that's the case and you find out that you're not caught up, I would suggest, and so would everyone else, that you don't watch this video any further to avoid potential spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 8. Title of this episode was called The World Before. It's going to be my reaction review recap of the episode. In some flashbacks, several months after the blizzard, Alpha chooses and assigns Dante due to his loyalty and because Lydia doesn't know him to infiltrate Alexandria as her spy and sabotage the community from the inside for the impending war between them. It is revealed that Dante is the one who's painted the Silence the Whisperers graffiti, sabotaged the water supply, and suffocated Siddiq's friend Cheryl to death. Now, in the present time, Rosita goes to visit Siddiq, but finds Dante, who eventually attacks her. Rosita is able to stab Dante in the chest with a knife and is forced to put down a reanimated Siddiq in a very touching scene. Well, actually, it was very quick, and then her just kind of staring at his body was very touching. And then at the border, Gamma reveals information to Aaron about the current position of the Horde in exchange for seeing her nephew, which is not a guarantee, Aaron says. She also reveals her real name to Aaron is Mary. And then back at Alexandria, the residents hold a Islamic funeral for Siddiq, led by Gabriel, who delivers a eulogy. Rosita is distraught over Siddiq's death and releases her anger by killing walkers on the outskirts of the community. She is helped by Eugene, and then Gabriel visits and imprisons Dante, and Gabriel just ends up going crazy and brutally stabs Dante to death over and over and over again. He's stabbing Dante like Gabriel just snapped. A very good character moment for good old Father Gabriel. Who would have thought that Gabriel would have came from where he was when we saw him first in Season 5 to where he is now in Season 10? Quite the character change. And I do believe if Siddiq would have stayed alive on this show, that she would have left Gabriel for Siddiq. It seemed like, even though I like Gabriel a lot, it seems like Rosita and Siddiq have a lot more chemistry on screen, I think. And maybe they should have had Rosita and Gabriel have a baby and then had her go with Siddiq instead. Maybe flip the characters around. I think that's what happened in the comic book. I don't really remember. I didn't read the comic book myself, but I heard a lot about it. But that would be my opinion. And then also at Oceanside, Michonne, Judith, and Luke traveled there. And when they arrive, a man named Virgil appears, and Michonne becomes suspicious of what he wants. He explains he was just looking for supplies and wants to get back home to his family, and they live on a fortified naval base, but it's hard to find. And Michonne agrees to help Virgil find his family in exchange for weapons from the base to destroy Alpha's Horde. She leaves Judith a walkie-talkie for them to communicate, and they say their goodbyes. Michonne and Virgil then sail away on a boat towards the island. And then sometime later, Daryl, Carol, Aaron meet up with Jerry, Magna, Connie, and Kelly. So it's like people from Alexandria are meeting up with people from the hilltop to find the location where Alpha's Horde is apparently supposed to be. But where Mary tells them the Horde's supposed to be, it's not there. So Daryl freaks out. And they decide, to go find Lydia if they can. And then in the forest, Carol actually spots Alpha and chases her. The whole group follows her, which leads them directly into a cave where they are trapped and surrounded by Alpha's gargantuan horde of walkers. And that's how the episode ends. There was some interesting things in this episode. Rosita getting the upper hand on Dante, and Father Gabriel going crazy on Dante. But then there's a lot of stuff that really wasn't that exciting. There was no Negan. I like the fact that Judith got the upper hand on Virgil and kind of captured him when he kind of escaped. But other than that, it lacked, especially for a mid-season finale. And of course, there's a cliffhanger, which I didn't like. But of course, I'm not going to wait long to watch the next episode, maybe a day or less. So as far as the score, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. And my character of the episode, because of what he did to Dante, it's a crazy moment. Gabriel certainly was the character of the episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. Don't forget to smash that like button. Share the video with anybody that would be interested. Leave me a comment in the comment section. And remember, let me know what show you want me to do a reaction to next, or review, whatever you want to call it. Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. I'll do them both. Or maybe I'll do them at the same time. I don't know. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Talk about this episode or anything Walking Dead related. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.